Well done, Butch. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to do, if anybody has any questions regarding the pattern so far, we'll take some questions and we're going to go through. Butch he'll do it one more time for everybody. Question?
Trotting up, it says trot through the chute. How far do you want it to come? It shows you coming out of the chute.
You know, I think as long as your shoulder is past the end of that log, I think you're fine. I mean, I wouldn't get a whole horse length out there. I definitely would just give yourself enough room there to back that corner. Okay? Okay. His question was, how far should you trot out of that chute before you start backing? I mean, I would at least get your horse's shoulder to the end. I don't think you need to go all the way out of there, just enough room to show your horse, give yourself enough room to back. Yes, sir? The question was at the gate, when you leave the gate, does it matter if you pivot or trot around? I mean, what I've been told, I would just, whatever's the most efficient way for you and your horse to get to that next maneuver. I don't think one is more credit earning than another. I think as long as you get turned and headed the right direction, you're in good shape. Yep. Okay, the question is, as it's drawn, you lope right at that very last log. My advice is, as long as you make that corner and you get yourself set up, I mean, I would give yourself a little bit of room. I wouldn't necessarily lope off right at that log. I would get straight, get everything, you know, headed in the direction you want, and then lope off. Any other questions? The jog shows a higher degree of difficulty, I think. There's nothing wrong with walking. I mean, you can do both well, so there's not a preference one way or the other. Any other questions? No? Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, so the question is that the trough that we'll be using tomorrow? Yes, it is. And as long as it's in that general vicinity, I mean, don't leave it hung a quarter of the way around that circle and hang up the rope. Try to get it as close to that spot as you can. Anybody else? All right, Butch, let's do it one more time. Real quick before Butch goes, there's going to be some green buckets coming around up in the stands. We asked for any donations to the Professional Horseman Crisis Fund. In the last 15 years, they've raised almost $300,000, or given out almost $300,000 to professional horsemen in need. So please, if you have some spare change in your pocket, please fill up the bucket. Another quick reminder, tomorrow, there will be a shootout for the amateur trail tomorrow. It's not on the schedule, but there will be a shootout tomorrow for the amateur trail. One more time? No, let's do it one more time. Let them say it one more time. One more time. Oh. Yep. No, you're good. Yep. You're good. Sorry.
One more time?
Yep.
I thought we was all done.
Yep. No, I'm gonna talk a little bit more through this one just so. Okay. All right, Butch is going to go one more time. Yep. We got a question over here. The question is at the gate, it says work, or your question is, can you do whatever, back through or left hand? Absolutely. All it says is work the gate. The most efficient way you can get through that gate, I would show it off.
You want anything different? Or is that
Nope, same thing. All right, so I'm going to narrate a little bit this time when he goes through. So he rides up, gets a hold of the gate, opens it just enough to get his horse through there. Again, being efficient, he's going to turn right around the end of the gate, push his horse over, get it shut. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. You just did it right there. That's perfect. So again, he's going to choose this kind of walk a little circle here. That's not wrong versus a 180. There's a nice forward trot here. And he's picking a little tighter path to show that his horse guides well. Again, you're going to try to show off the assets that your horse has. Very good. He's going to turn this, watch this lope departure. I mean, I think within reason, that same distance, a little more, he could have went a little further before loping off, and I don't think that would be wrong. Met the lope over log and stride. Nice. And again, like the pace that he's going on this horse, to me, shows the way the horse goes. I mean, he's not trying to rush it. The horse looks very comfortable, soft. Get that one in stride as well. And again, here at this extended trot, this is kind of your choice. If your horse guides well and you can really push that log, you can try to get yourself some points. If you want to be a little more reserved and go a little slower, that's totally up to you. Something about the drag is which approaches it. There's 100 pounds of feed in there, so you're not going to just be able to just put one little loop around your galley. You're going to have to take a hold of that and go around enough to support that weight. And here again, we have the question about walk or trot. I mean, the trot, this horse looks comfortable doing it. Butch is comfortable doing it. So I think whatever fits your style and your horse's style, I would suggest doing just that. Yep.
The main thing is putting the thing back.
Yeah. The only thing to be careful of, if you do trot, if you break stride, you're going to get a penalty. So just keep that in mind, that if you decide to trot, you need to trot the entire circle until you bring it back right here. Very good. Any questions after the second time around? Do you have a question? No? Oh. All right. Seeing no more questions, Sydney, are we good? All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Oh. Oh, yes, okay. As far as the practice goes, so this isn't set in stone how all this is going to be set up. I mean, it will ride obstacle to obstacle, but everything isn't going to be set up exactly like it is here. So you'll be able to practice the obstacles, but the path going to and from an obstacle may be a little bit different. The amateurs have 2 hours to practice this, and then when they do the open practice, they're going to pull some of those stumps off the wall, and the jump will be out here for the open horses, and everything else will be out here the remainder of the night.